What is up, my fellow firearms fanatics? Welcome back to the channel where we hunt down the gear that truly delivers. Today, we're diving deep into the Holy Grail, budget rifles that absolutely slap. Forget those overpriced safe queens. We're finding workhorses that'll put meat on the table and smiles on your faces without emptying your ammo fund for the next decade. Are you ready to meet some legends for under $800? Let's lock and load. CVA Cascade. All right, first up, let's talk about a rifle that's been sneaking up on the competition like a hunter in full camo. Now, you hear CVA and your mind probably jumps straight to muzzleloaders, right? Your grandpappy's smoke pole. But hold your horses, because their Cascade centerfire, yeah, that's a whole different story. This ain't your grandpappy's front stuffer, oh no, unless your grandpappy was some kind of futuristic precision wizard. This thing looks like it was designed by someone who actually hunts, not just sits in an office dreaming about it. I mean, it comes with clean lines that often come with a slick Cerakote finish that laughs in the face of bad weather, and it feels right. The hype? Oh, it's real, my friends. Many of these bad boys are rolling out with Spanish-made Bergara barrels. Yeah, that Bergara, the name that makes precision rifle snobs nod in quiet approval. We're talking barrels known for drilling tacks, and you're getting that DNA in a rifle that often chills around the $600 to $700 mark. That's like finding a Koenigsegg engine in a family sedan. Pure, unadulterated bang for your buck. But besides that, what makes this thing a beast? Well, that Bergara barrel ain't just for show. It means you're getting potential for sub-MOA accuracy that used to cost you an arm, a leg, and maybe even your firstborn. For a typical deer hunt out to 300, even 400 yards, with the right glass and a steady hand, the Cascade is going to deliver. It's got a threaded muzzle too, so if you want to get quiet with a suppressor or tame a little recoil with a brake, you're good to go. It's light enough to haul up a mountain without feeling like you're carrying an anvil, but sturdy enough to feel planted when you take that critical shot. Think of it as that reliable hunting buddy who always shows up, always performs, and never asks for gas money. It'll handle whitetail, mule deer, pronghorn, heck, chambered right, it'll even give a smaller elk a real bad day. It's not a .338 Lapua. It's not going to stop a charging rhino in its tracks, but for 90% of the hunting North America has to offer, this rifle is more than just good enough. It's damn impressive, it's reliable, it's accurate, and it's not afraid of a little mud or rain. That Cerakote finish means you can drag it through the muck and it'll just ask for more. But if you think a budget rifle with a fancy Spanish barrel is wild, wait till you hear about a gun that's so accurate for its price, it'll make your grandpa's prized rifle look like it's shooting around corners. Thompson Center Compass 2. Next on our hit list of budget bangers is the Thompson Center Compass 2. Now, if this rifle was a video game character, it'd be that sleeper pick that everyone underestimates until it starts racking up headshots. This thing is the undisputed king of bang for your buck accuracy. We're talking prices that hover around $400 to the $575 mark, folks. Yeah, you heard that right. For the cost of a decent optic on some rifles, you're getting a whole damn tack driver. Visually, the Compass 2 ain't trying to win any beauty contests. It's got that rugged, I'm here to do a job look. Synthetic stock, usually a matte black finish. It's all business. But don't let its humble exterior fool you. This rifle is like that quiet kid in class who turns out to be a math genius. The real hype with the Compass 2 is under the hood. We're talking a 3-position safety, a feature you usually see on pricier guns, a user-adjustable trigger that you can actually tune to your liking without needing a gunsmith degree. And here's the kicker, a threaded barrel with 5R rifling. For those not in the know, 5R rifling is some fancy barrel magic that reduces bullet deformation and can seriously improve accuracy. It's the kind of tech that makes gun nerds get all tingly. So what makes it a beast? Well, let me spell it out for you. SUB-MOA. Sub-minute of angle. That means this rifle, with decent ammo and a shooter who isn't hopped up on 5 cups of coffee, can consistently put bullets into a 1-inch circle at 100 yards. Sometimes even tighter. It's so accurate that reports of .5 MOA groups with this thing are common. That's not just good for a budget rifle. That's just plain good, period. It means you can see that buck way out yonder, and you know your holdovers. This rifle has the mechanical accuracy to make the shot. It kicks with a manageable push, not like some Magnum cannons that try to dislocate your shoulder. It's light enough for long stalks through the timber, but that 5R barrel really sings when you're prone or resting on a bipod, trying to stretch its legs. It's ideal for deer, antelope, coyotes, anything where precision shot placement is key. It's not a heavy-duty elk thumper in its lighter calibers, but in something like a 30-06 or 300 Win Mag, it'll still get the job done on bigger critters if you pick your shots. Its reliability in the field is solid. It's a simple design that just works, even if it gets a bit dusty or damp. But hold on. If you thought a rifle that accurate for chump change was impressive, wait until you see a gun that brings old-school lumberjack charm to the budget party without skimping on performance. Stevens 334 Walnut. Alright, for all you traditionalists out there who think a rifle ain't a rifle unless it's got some good old-fashioned tree bark on it, feast your eyes on the Stevens 334 Walnut. Now, Stevens is a name that's been around, often tucked under the wing of Savage Arms, and they're known for one thing: no-nonsense value. The Model 334 with a walnut stock, it's like they raided Grandpa's gun cabinet, grabbed his favorite deer slayer, and figured out how to build it for everyone without breaking the bank. This rifle just looks like it belongs in a deer camp. That Turkish walnut stock gives it a classic warm feel that a lot of these black plastic fantastics just can't replicate. It's not some high-dollar exhibition-grade wood, mind you, but it's handsome, it's functional, and it feels good in the mitts. The hype here isn't about space-aged polymers or SEAL Team 6 features. It's about getting a solid, dependable, good-looking rifle that shoots straight for a price that'll make you do a double take. We're talking an MSRP that usually dances between $389 to $529. Yeah, for a walnut-stocked rifle. You spend more money on a fancy scope base for some rigs. So what makes this an old-school beast with new-school budget smarts? Well, beyond that pretty wood, you're getting some surprisingly modern performance. It boasts a 60-degree bolt lift, which means faster cycling with less chance of your hands smacking your scope. A nice touch. The trigger is often described as crisp, which is a godsend on a budget gun, where you sometimes get triggers that feel like dragging a cinder block through gravel. And the barrel. It's free-floating and button rifle. Translation: accuracy potential that belies its price tag. This thing's got enough punch to drop a whitetail, a hog, or even a black bear clean with one well-placed shot. No unnecessary drama, just meat in the freezer. It might kick a little bit more stoutly than some of the heavier synthetic models, especially in the more potent calibers like 30-06, because wood just doesn't absorb recoil like some modern polymers. But it handles like your granddad's trusty sporter, smooth, familiar, and points naturally. It's a fantastic option for hunting from a stand or for still hunting through the woods where shots are typically within 200 yards. It might not be the first choice for a high-volume prairie dog shoot or a backcountry sheep hunt where every ounce counts, but for the everyday hunter who appreciates a touch of tradition, it's a gem. But if you think a classic wood stock on a budget is cool, get ready for a European import with a legendary action that's tougher than a $2 steak and built like a Cold War tank. Zastava LK-M70. Okay, folks, now we're venturing off the beaten path. across the pond to Serbia to talk about a rifle with a pedigree as long as my arm and a reputation for being tougher than a coffin nail, the Zastava LK-M70 sporting rifle. If you're the kind of shooter who appreciates history and an action design that's been proven in literal wars, then listen up, because this one's for you. See, this rifle screams old-world craftsmanship, so it doesn't have the flashy Cerakote or the feathery carbon fiber stock. No, this rifle is all about blued steel and solid wood, built around the legendary Mauser 98 action principles. We're talking controlled round feed, a massive claw extractor that'll yank a stuck case out like it owes it money, and a general feel of, they don't make them like this anymore. And as if that's not wild enough, this is a direct descendant of battle rifles that faced the worst conditions imaginable and kept on chugging. Essentially, you're getting that robust DNA in a sporting configuration. And the MSRP, yeah, it starts around the $799 mark. Sometimes a hair more, sometimes a bit less if you find a deal. For a genuine Mauser action rifle in 2025, that's like finding an original Shelby Cobra in a barn. Rare and incredibly cool. So what makes this Serbian sledgehammer a beast? Well, simply put, reliability. Pure and simple. That Mauser action is renowned for its ability to feed, fire, and extract cartridges under pressure, whether it's dusty, muddy, or freezing cold. It's the kind of action that gives you confidence when you're deep in the backcountry and a rifle failure just isn't an option. The barrels are typically cold hammer forged from chrome vanadium steel, which means they're tough and capable of excellent accuracy. Also, this rifle isn't a lightweight ballerina. It's got some heft, which helps soak up recoil, making it surprisingly comfortable to shoot even in harder-hitting calibers like 30-06 or even some of the European favorites like 8x57 JS if you can find one chambered for it. It's built to last generations. This isn't a disposable tool. It's an heirloom in the making. It's perfect for the hunter who values ruggedness and isn't afraid of a rifle that feels like an actual rifle. It might not be a 50 BMG, but it'll handle any game in North America and most of what Europe and Africa can throw at you, with authority. But if you think a Serbian Mauser is a cool throwback, wait till you see what the Czechs are cooking up. A modern rifle with an old name that's guaranteed to shoot lights out. CZ600 Alpha. Moving on to a rifle that's as sleek and modern as it is deadly accurate. The CZ600 Alpha is simply a must-have for anyone. I mean, when you hear CZ, you know you're talking quality. These Czech wizards have been making phenomenal firearms for ages, from legendary pistols to tack-driving rimfires. The 600 Alpha is their bid to dominate the budget-friendly, high-performance centerfire market. And let me tell you, they're not messing around. I mean, look at it. This rifle just looks ready for business. It's got a lightweight aluminum receiver and a fiber-reinforced polymer stock that can take a beating in the field. Sure, it's not flashy, but it's purposeful. The hype around the Alpha is all about its performance-to-price ratio. CZ is guaranteeing sub-MOA accuracy with this thing. That's 3 shots inside an inch at 100 yards, right out of the box with quality ammo. And with an MSRP hovering around $649, that's a bold claim that they consistently back up. So what makes this Czech Cheetah a beast? Well, precision, adjustability, and smart design. That cold hammer forged semi-heavy barrel is no joke. It's built to deliver those tiny groups, and to make it even more accurate, the trigger is user adjustable from a crisp 1.3 pounds all the way up to 3 pounds. Essentially, you can tune it exactly how you like it for that perfect break. Besides that, it's got a 60-degree bolt throw for quick cycling, an optional locking magazine so you don't accidentally dump your ammo in the brush, and it comes with an integrated Picatinny rail, making scope mounting a breeze. This rifle is built for hunters who demand accuracy above all else. It's fantastic for everything from prairie dogs and coyotes, where you're reaching way out there, to deer and antelope, where pinpoint shot placement means a quick, ethical harvest. It's light enough to carry all day, but stable enough to make those longer shots count. While it may not have the raw brute stopping power of a .375 H&H in calibers like 6.5 Creedmoor or .308 Winchester, it's a surgical tool. It handles recoil well, thanks to a good stock design and the inherent accuracy that lets you make one shot count. Now, full disclosure, there was a safety recall on some of these early models, so if you're looking at one, just make sure it's been checked or is a newer production run. CZ stands by their products, so it's something they've addressed. Now, hold on to your hats because our last rifle is a ghost from the past, a discontinued legend that you can still snag on the used market for a song, and it shoots like a dream. Marlin X7 Series. Finally, last but certainly not least, we're digging through the bargain bin of history to unearth a true classic, the Marlin X7 Series. I'm talking the XS7 for short-action calibers and the XL7 for long-action thumpers. Now, these bad boys are discontinued, which means you ain't walking into your local gun store and finding a brand new one. But for those of you who love the thrill of the hunt before the hunt, scouring the used market, pawn shops, and online forums, the Marlin X7 is a hidden treasure that delivers champagne performance on a beer budget. When these were in production, they were the definition of a sleeper hit. They don't look like much, basically synthetic stock, no fancy frills. But Marlin put the quality where it counted, the barrel and the trigger. The hype was all word of mouth from guys who bought one for a song and then outshot their buddies who spent 3 times as much. You can often find these on the used market for well under $500, sometimes closer to $350 or $400 if you get lucky. That's practically found money in the gun world. But what makes this phantom firearm a beast? It's all about that bang for your buck accuracy and the surprisingly good Pro-Fire adjustable trigger that Marlin put in these. For a factory trigger on a rifle this cheap, it was shockingly good, crisp and adjustable, which helped shooters wring out every last bit of accuracy. These rifles were known for shooting well above their pay grade, often rivaling rifles costing hundreds more. They are simple, rugged, and just plain work. If you find one in .308, .270, .30-06, or even .243, you've got a deer-slaying machine that won't complain if it gets a few bumps and bruises in the truck or on a quad. It's light enough for most hunting scenarios, from tree stands to dragging it through thick brush. It might not have the knockdown power of, say, a .458 Lot, but it'll put down any North American big game animal cleanly and efficiently with good shot placement. The reliability is there too. It's a straightforward bolt action that doesn't have a lot of complicated parts to fail. If you're looking for a first hunting rifle, a truck gun, or just a project rifle to tinker with, a used Marlin X7 is an absolute steal. Whew! And there you have it, folks. 6 incredible budget rifles for 2025 that prove you don't need to be a millionaire to shoot like one. From modern marvels to old-school workhorses and even a ghost from the past, there's a rifle on this list that'll fit your style and your wallet. These guns are proof that engineering smarts and a focus on what truly matters can deliver outstanding performance without that soul-crushing price tag. So, the big question, which one of these would you take into a zombie apocalypse? Or, just a regular deer season? Drop your pick in the comments below. Let's hear what gets your trigger finger twitching. And hey, if you've ever stumbled across an even crazier budget rifle deal that shoots lights out, hit that like button and tell me all about it in the comments. Until next time, keep your powder dry, your aim true, and don't be afraid to hunt for those bargains. Thanks for watching.